Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But he did make motherfucking Android. That's what it should have been called, is motherfucking Android. The Batman. The Batman 2, more specifically. I doubt that that's what they're going to call it, but it is, people are working on stuff. It's, by the way, not officially greenlit, but come on, they've already pretty much said, yeah, this movie's going to get greenlit once they give us something. They're writing it right now, and a new writer, new in quotations, has been brought on, but I at least have some issues. Now, this is being written about, and people are writing about it in a positive way, and there's some positives here too. Let me go ahead and give the information to you, and we'll discuss. Mattson Tomlin. He's been brought on to help craft the script for the Batman 2, working alongside filmmaker Matt Reeves to write the film. Okay, cool. He was brought in during development of The Batman, the first one, to help craft that story. Okay, I liked The Batman. I liked the story. He was a part of that. That bodes well. So we got the creative minds on the script working on the second script. Okay, I'm cool with that. Just as a side note, Tomlin was not credited in that film, though, because apparently he came in late in the game, and whatever reason, something to do with whatever, he was uncredited, but he was, in fact, the other writer helping Matt Reeves out there. If you're asking yourself, who's Matt Tomlin? Mattson Tomlin. Who is he? What has he done in the past? Well, Tomlin has written the Netflix action film Project Power, the Jamie Foxx movie, as well as writing and directing the sci-fi film Mother Android.
Oh, God.
He's also currently working on adapting Keanu Reeves' comic book story Berserker as a feature. Also, there was some other stuff with this story that went on to show that there were some questions whether the Batman was going to move forward, like that the Batman version, Matt Reeves' The Batman. They were going to continue on with it with all this Warner Brothers stuff. Apparently, they're all good. The Batman world is going to remain separate in its own thing, and they're going to continue on with that. So if you're afraid of that, from what they're saying, apparently it's going to. But that's not what this story is about. We're going to be talking about Mattson Tomlin and what we think about this gentleman. I don't know, because he came in and did the Batman, the first one with Matt Reeves. That's great. And as I was reading, I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw what he's done in the past. Project Power, I thought, was okay. It was just what it was. It was okay. It's like, I'll play it in the background while I'm folding laundry kind of situation. Not great, just kind of vanilla. Mother Android was fucking terrible. That movie was awful. I fucking hated that movie. Like, I did a review of it, and you can check it out, and maybe you think I'm wrong. Maybe you loved it. I fucking hated it. And Berserker, I've heard good things about as far as a comic book goes. It's got Keanu Reeves, so, that's always a good thing. And we don't know how that's going to be because we haven't even seen anything about it yet. But that Mother Android thing, Project Power, if it just said he made Project Power or he wrote Project Power, I'd be like, well, okay, I mean, whatever. But they do Mother Android in there. I was like, ooh, he did that. That was bad. What are you familiar with this writer and any of these works, Nick?
I mean, not really. This is like the first time I heard of his name before, but the fact that he directed Mother Android, yeah, this is like when they got what's his face to write. Oh God, he helped write I think episode 8 or 9 or whatever. The guy who wrote Batman vs Superman.
Ooh. Yeah, did you see Mother Android? I know you mentioned it.
No, I heard it was terrible though.
Yes, it was. It was fucking terrible. But just all around, the writing, the directing, everything about that movie was fucking terrible. There wasn't any good shining spots whatsoever. But what is this? I mean, does this make you say, "Ooh, I don't know about Batman 2 or The Batman 2," or you? What does this do for your excitement? Because I know you enjoyed the Batman. What does this do for your outlook on the Batman 2?
I don't know. I mean, if he had a part in Batman, The Batman, I will say just see where it heads. Like I said, I have more faith in what Matt Reeves can do than anybody. So if he decides he's gonna, if this is what he needs to help him out, then if it turns out good, cool. Sometimes a bad writer can write a good movie. I mean, look at David Koepp. He wrote Jurassic Park and Spider-Man and Stir of Echoes. So
and maybe he might not be a bad writer. I mean, maybe because shit changes in production. I mean,
Yeah,
he wrote
yeah.
Project Power. People take scripts and then they make their movie around those, and they change them. But man, he wrote and directed Mother Android, so he did that. Maybe that was just a bad. Maybe he's just not a good director. Maybe he butchered his own work with being. He shouldn't have done that. So
Yeah.
he did do the Batman. I loved the Batman, and he had play in it, but he came in late in the game, so a lot of it was already put together.
Maybe he did
I-
the third act with the Riddler people on the roof or on the
Yeah.
thing, which wasn't great.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I feel like Matt Reeves is the type of director and creator who's like will protect will protect what he's making.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
if the guy comes in and
absolutely.
does something too crazy, he'll be like, "Look, dude, back the fuck off." So I think the Batman 2 is probably okay, or it might come out and fucking suck. And if it does,
Well,
I'm gonna point the finger at
if
this
it-
guy.
Could come out in like 10 years, so I think fingers crossed that it turns out real well. So
Yeah, it'll be old man Batman by that point. Yeah,
Exactly.
the Batman 2 is apparently a little ways off. Maybe not 10 years, but it's
Yeah.
probably a few years off for sure. But
Right.
hey, the Batman 2, I know this is just a short little story, just letting you guys know who's going to be writing it. Or at least it's pretty much the same people writing it. He's coming in earlier now, so he's going to have more input on the story. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But he did make Motherfucking Android. That's what it should have been called, is Motherfucking Android. But
that would have been an interesting, much better movie. Probably not in Hulu though. Probably somewhere else. But
yeah, that would have been. It would have been definitely a better name, that's for sure. But anywho, all right, Batman 2. Let us know if you're interested in this guy who's writing it.